telling you.
But yeah, it's one or the other, one or the other. So, and it was very amazing to me that well over 100, maybe 150 people responded to the two pictures that she and I, or three pictures, she and I put on Facebook. I was just stunned. People that never sends me anything or any message. I didn't know they even read my stuff I put on there, but
You'd be surprised.
yeah, even the pastor down in Norfolk, Virginia, he's pastor of Butte Street Baptist Church there. He used to be the pastor at Ebenezer in Lanexer, and he's a real good pastor. I wish he was still there. But anyway, he even made a nice comment. So very, very,
That's nice.
just shocked that so many people went out of their way to send us greetings. That was very special.
Yeah.
Very special. Looks like Aree will just join us. I'll wait till she gets fully logged in and we'll go ahead and get started.
Mel, y'all pack for your flight in the morning?
I am. I'm packing Michaela's stuff now. In the dark with the flight.
That's what I'm about to say, in the dark.
Yeah, I'm about to go get her now so she can come because she didn't want to go to dance. But I was like, you can miss all next week. Recitals in less than a month. You need to be there. So
okay, welcome.
Go
ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I said Duke Energy.
And up here is Pepco.
I hope to come back. Well, I'll be asleep by 11, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Welcome everyone to this month's Cousins Fun Night. I'm really happy to see you. I'm always happy to see you. And as I've said many times before, and I see your smiling faces from around the country, it really boosts me up and make me thankful that I got such a great family. I'm a part of a great family. And we got some really good people in this family. I know because I know more people in this family than any single person on this earth. I should, because in my position, I should know that. And I know the bad ones, I don't hear from them, which I don't want to hear from them. But the good ones, I'm thankful, always thankful to see you all. So thank you so much for joining us. So let's go ahead. What we're going to do tonight is we'll run through a few items, a few updates, and then I don't know if our co-host is going to be able to perform because she's probably sitting in the dark right now. So we'll see how that goes. As far as let me do a screen share here. Hopefully, I can get this done right. Always mess it up some kind of way. Always mess it up. Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Too many buttons. You would think after 4 years I'd know how to do this stuff. I don't. Schedule. What happened to all my buttons? Let me expand it a little bit. Nope. Why am I back there?
They should be at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't see nothing at the bottom. I'm back at the sign in page. Let me back up a little bit. Let me back up again. Went too far.
You have multiple windows open, probably.
Yeah, let's see here. I don't know what's going on. It's not the computer, it's me. Oh, maybe this button. Okay. There you go. Share. And I want to share this. Okay, you should see a screen that says Coles Lemons. This is our website. Family deaths that I'm aware of this month. I just want to touch on that. And we've had 3. And of course, that's our smiling chaplain. By the way, they have another event tonight. He and his wife, Tony. We're talking about Ronald Alvin Beacons here. and so they couldn't attend. We have 3 deaths this month. This young man here is named age 43. This is, I guess, Patrice. This is a cousin of yours, I believe.
Yes.
Daniel Meek inside of the house, age 43. He's the son of Sharita Daniels Frazier and great grandson of Annie Lee Meekins. This young man died of natural causes last weekend. His funeral is tomorrow in Charlotte, North Carolina area. Our hearts go out to his wife and family, and of course his mom and sisters and brothers. It's just a young man, just a young man. The next one is Darnell Christian Sr., age 63. He's the son of Helen Lipscomb and grandson of Sarah Lee Meekins. He was the victim, homicide victim, about 3 blocks from me here in Richmond, 2 weeks ago tonight at 6 p.m.
Wow.
It was an argument on the sidewalk there with someone, and someone shot him, and he died at Virginia Commonwealth University Medical Center, which was about a mile away. Ironically, in my research following his death, I found out that he lost a brother in 1980. His brother was 20 years old, and same thing, homicide, 12 gauge shotgun. He died at the same hospital, VCU Medical Center, a mile away downtown Richmond. His funeral is tomorrow here in Richmond at 2 p.m. at Manning Funeral Home, which is less than a mile from where I am. And I will be there with the family tomorrow afternoon to represent our family and let them know that, how much we care, that we're thinking about them. Ironically, Donnell's sister married one of Brenda's first cousins.
Oh, wow.
We found that out a few years ago. And sadly, that cousin passed away in my apartment when I was living across the street there. Had a heart attack, and I think he was around 42, 43 years old. So I know the family well, is what I'm trying to say. So that's tomorrow afternoon. The sun is supposed to be out shining, so we hope it's a good day, as well as expected. This is young lady, I shouldn't say young lady, 92, down in Bubba's area, if I remember. Yeah, Bubba's area.
Yes.
Age 92. She married Hampton Meekins Sr. So when we think about her, to live 92 years, that's a long, long, long time. Long time.
God bless her.
Yes. So those are the ones that I'm aware of so far in the last 30 days. Let's just hope this next 30 days has 0 down, so the number is 0. Okay, let me get back to here. Stop sharing. Okay. Are we back? We're back to the rally. Okay. Known illnesses. First of all, we're glad to see Laura back with us. For those of you who weren't here a few minutes ago, she's been under the weather, and it looks like the good Lord has pulled her through in a mighty, mighty way, because she's had some issues that she described 10 minutes ago. So we're really, really happy that she's here. Our cousin Linda,
Amen.
our cousin Linda Winters has been a little under the weather, but she's okay because she's back with us working on our planning committee. Gloria Woodson Bassett in North Chesterfield, Virginia, here in Richmond, right outside of Richmond, continues to battle health issues. I assume she's still in and out of a rehab center. I'm told she spends most of her time at a rehab center now. But those who know Gloria and the Woodsons, as Arib definitely remembers the Woodsons, especially their daddy, Miso. We are thinking about her. I miss her so much. And just in the last 2 days, we were made aware on Facebook that our cousin, I think he's out in Arizona, Gregory Ashford, announced that he started a chemo treatment for pancreatic cancer. That was 2 days ago. He is the grandson of Bertha Williams, which means he was one of the Williams under our name, the 6 names we have. Bertha was originally from New Kent County, and she moved to New York City and married Garcia. As you remember, Alan, Bertha was his mama. And that's how the Garcia name came into our family, through Bertha Williams. And of course, this man is one of Alan's nephews. So we definitely need to send prayers his way. That is just, geez, that's just rough. But for him to come out and let everybody know, that says a lot. And it also says he needs our prayers from everywhere. Okay. So much for that. And if I miss somebody, as far as being sick, just let us know so that we can be thinking about them. Birthdays this month, just a few. Bubba's brother Gilbert's birthday is today. Look at him. Forgotten.
I have 2 brothers that have birthdays this month, plus a son.
Wilbur's was yesterday, I believe, or day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Gilbert's is today, correct?
Right.
And I have to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're having a big engagement in Hampton tomorrow, so it'll be like a birthday celebration as well. My daughter Journey is having a celebration of us brothers and sisters tomorrow before she get ready to head up to Andrews.
Okay. Fantastic. Great.
And my youngest son is up in Philly, South Philly, and he has a birthday on the 23rd.
Okay.
That's my birthday, the 23rd.
Get out of here. And
it's the 23rd.
Yeah, brother Andrew Meekins, he has a birthday. Is it in April or May? I have so many, I have to look it up.
Okay.
And our old Brenda and myself's oldest grandson Jamel's birthday is today, 22nd birthday.
Okay.
Those who've been to family reunions know him because he attends everyone ever since he's been born. So he's it's 20. I always tell this story on his birthday. The only time my wife has been on time to go anywhere, 22 years ago at 12 noon, she said she's gonna be ready to go to the hospital to see this little baby. That's the only time. The rest of the time, she's late. She's late by as much as a half an hour to 24 hours to go somewhere.
Sounds like my daughter. Can never be on time, but sometimes she be on time. But
and my son's birthday is Sunday. He'll be 40 something, whatever it is. I forget. I lose track of these ages. His birthday is Sunday. We intend to be in church Palm Sunday with him to celebrate his birthday. Our grandson will not be there because he'll be heading to Disney in Florida. Let's see, a couple more. And again, Laura always mentioned hers is coming up on the 23rd. Let's see, just a few more. Bubba's niece, Kat Meekins down in Charlotte areas of coming up in 26. Catherine Meekins. Our buddy Samuel McCoy up in Baltimore on the 28th of this month. His health has been pretty bad the last couple of years, but he's hanging in there. Let's see here. Let's see, Carlina.
Carlina has a birthday too.
Yeah, she's coming up this month. Let's Let's see here. Let's see here. I might be saying this wrong, Bubba. Correct me. Rokeya, Rokeya.
Oh, that's Rokia.
Rokia, okay. Her
Yeah.
birthday is coming up. Oh, she already had a birthday. I'm sorry. Early
Yeah.
part of
Yes.
yeah. See,
That's Andrew Meekin's daughter.
right. And Daisy Jones down in Charles City County, Virginia.
Yes. I
Yeah,
talked to her.
she and her mom, of course, her mom is 92, and her mom's name is Mary, and they're not on the internet, which is fine. So I send them a birthday card by way of U.S. mail.
Mhm.
And she called, I guess it was Tuesday night, and left me a message. And I got scared. I said, Lord, because Daisy never calls me. If I get a call, it's always from my mom. And all night long, I was worried to death. I said, I wonder if something happened to Mary. Well, no, the next morning, Daisy called me to tell me to thank this committee and us as a family for sending her that card. She was thrilled to death to receive a customized birthday card from our committee. So I want to pass that along to you. When we go out of our way, and I feel like in some instances, we need to go out of our way and be kind to people. And that's what we try to do. At least that's what I try to do as a leader of this organization. And when I get a call like that or an email to say thank you, I try my best to pass it along to you all to let you know that people care and they're thankful for some of the things we're trying to do.
Jim,
Real nice call that I got from her.
Jimmy, if I could add something to what you just said, I speak to Mary Jones in her 90s, about 93 or so, at least twice a month. And she is a caretaker for Daisy. Because Daisy also, what you call these, oh my gracious, what you call these episodes?
Seizures maybe or something like that?
There you go. She
Okay.
had that no one else can deal with around her. And she sends her regard because, like you said, she doesn't have all the internet and everything else.
Right.
So
Thank you. Thanks for letting me know about that. I didn't realize Daisy was she was having those kinds of issues. Ron's daughter, Nakia, who's in Germany right now, I believe. I sent her a card, electronic card. I think it was like a little after 2 a.m. Eastern time. And lo and behold, like 15 minutes later, she responded with a thank you. Of course, I don't know what time it was in Germany, but she was up. And Mom, I guess she was probably saying, what is this nut doing up on the East Coast at this time of morning? but anyway, I sent her an electronic card and she thanked me also. Or thanked us, I should say. And I think that's about it. Yeah, just a few of the ones that I have highlighted on my iPad here. So for anybody I missed, happy birthday.
We have birthdays. I have my nephew's was the 7th. Then I have nieces 17th, 18th, and the 19th of this month. And then I'm the 23rd. Then my other niece is the 29th. So we just, but I wanted to tell you that my granddaughter is graduating May the 12th from Lincoln University.
Yay!
My granddaughter, Kai Moore. Yeah, she's graduating. Danielle's daughter, she's graduating May the 12th from Lincoln. Yeah. Just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there.
Yes.
Because I know you wasn't talking about graduations, but, yeah.
Well, yeah, anything that's important. Yes, we can talk about that. Yes, and that's why I ask people, please let us know.
She was in an RN program, but Lincoln lost the accreditation, so I guess she's going to transfer.
Oh, wow, really?
She's going to transfer something. Yeah, they lost the accreditation for nursing. Nursing, not for anything, just for the nursing department.
Oh, okay.
But she's going to probably transfer to LaSalle or somewhere, I guess, and finish up her nursing curriculum.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's doing okay then. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. We're moving along. I just wanted to remind you of our genealogy Please try to remember when there are changes in the family, additions, so sadly subtractions, let us know so we can keep our records as clean as possible. I mentioned the young man who died in Charlotte last weekend. I spent a good 2 hours researching his family and immediate family, and information about him. I enjoy doing genealogy. Don't get me wrong. I don't see it as a chore. It's fascinating when I can find out something about them. And again, if you've heard me say before, I don't focus on what happened 100 years ago because a lot of that has already been done. So I try to focus on
Right.
what's happening today and going forward so that 100 years from there, that information will be there for our family. So, and that's why it's so important that you all please try to remember to let me know what's going on when new babies are born and marriages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't need to know about divorces, but hopefully there are none. There are none. So, next item is and also as Laura mentioned, graduation month starts next month. So please let us know about your loved ones who graduated so that we can recognize them. Okay, as a reminder, the Emma Woodson Hill Scholarship Fund, we sent out applications on April 1st. And they are due back to us on June the 1st. Monies available are about half of what we had at this point in time last year. And what that means is it's possible some needy kid who sends in an application will receive zero, or they will receive less than they normally would have, or what we would have hoped they would have received. I remember when we started this thing, we gave out $100, and it has grown quite a bit I feel like it's quite a bit over the years. I remember we gave a young lady in Jersey $400. This was about 6, 8 years ago. And she was thrilled. She was able to buy a laptop with it to go to college.
Okay.
And that was Greg, I'm talking about Sis's I said sister, Ellen Meekin's.
Oh, granddaughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was thrilled to get
Yeah.
that. So, you just wish, please, I encourage you to get your family members, your immediate family members, please get them to help us, especially by June 1st, as far as scholarship money is concerned. And seed money, we need that too, because as you know, we're doing a reunion and we take some of the money associated with the seed money to help with the expenses required to prepare for the family reunion. So please, I encourage you to get your family members. I know Bubba does a wonderful job in encouraging his family members in his area there to help us. Okay, mentioned about the Ted Herman Meekins birthday project continues. I don't, we did have some fundraisers. Katie did. I'm not sure. Well, we don't have a fundraiser right now going on. The fundraiser I'm talking about is to help with the upcoming family reunion. I know we were supposed to have one, a cookie dough or something like that, but I don't want to talk about that because we haven't finalized that. But Leslie, you want to mention anything about the crew? Is she here? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You want to say anything about the cruise?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
I don't have my papers in front of me, so
Yeah. So you're still in the dark?
yes.
Okay. The next item is Richard Thomas Fortune Humanitarian Award. We will announce a recipient during our family reunion. the background work has been done. I just need to find a group. I need to find a group of people. I need 2 more people to help make decision on who that candidate, who what the recipient will be. And I just have not had the time I got a few people in mind, but if you have someone in mind that you like to recommend to me, please let me know. You can either tell me now or text me or send me an email. But I got to get this done within the next 7 days. In other words, identify those 2 more people that I need. I got one, and because we got to send out the applications and get this out there so we can honor this wonderful cousin of ours.
Mhm.
We'll give Doretha a second to come in and okay. So while we're waiting for her to come in, Bubba, you said Journey is about to transfer up to Andrews, right?
And she has her orders to come up to Andrews.
Okay.
She'll be there by my birthday, by June.
Okay. All right.
Bubba, do you know where she's staying?
No, she is in search of a condo, a house, or whatever. She's been doing that now for about the last month. Haven't found anything that fits her.
Okay.
Because she has allergies of animals and smoking and things like that, and she has to be very selective.
Mm-hmm.
But she, on her mother's side, she has the family over in Waldorf and all around Maryland. Then Alicia is at the Pentagon. My niece. And then my son, of course, he is in D.C. when he's in town right now. He's down in Lima, Peru. Edward. Everybody know him as Edward. But, yeah, but we have always, as a when he was a kid, called him Jamal. So that's one in the same. Maybe I should say AKA or something. Also, I might mention I saw on Facebook here lately where there's a Meekins down in Carolina, a Shira Meekins Collier or something like that. They are having some kind of reunion down there. I think it's June the 28th. And I've been talking in the past to a cousin of ours named Greta Meekins down in Carolina, but her phone number has stopped working. Let's put it that way. And I was going to try to make it down to Carolina for that. I think I mentioned to Jimmy a while back. She came on at one time. I don't know too many Meekins in that area down there. I was going to go down there and try to meet some of them.
Right.
But if you look on Facebook, it seems like every day there's a bunch of Meekins just everywhere.
Yeah.
With their stories and the reels. Just, I mean, all I can say is they're everywhere. I believe we have quite a few in Louisa County too, don't we, Jimmy?
Yeah, and some of them spell their names Mickins.
Yeah.
And yeah, the answer is yes.
And within our family, they should be proud of the name because we have so many athletes, people in academics, in the medicine world, just everywhere. I mean, they're very talented Meekins all over the place. And the woman that you mentioned, her name is Marie Walker Meekins.
Okay, that's right.
I met Hap at one of the funerals a few months back, and of course they were divorced, and they have a daughter. I can't think of her name. But he is still surviving, and I'm gonna try to sit in with him on one day to write as much of the story. But he wasn't outgoing like I was as a kid, so I knew more Meekins down there than anyone. Going to softball games on the weekends and just outright mingling in the neighborhood. because that's about all you could do back in them days. I'm talking about people that in my age group of 75 through 80, or their low 80s.
Mhm.
Your age group, you ahead of me.
Exactly. But I tell you what, but look, back in the day, we always look forward to the weekends because
Sure.
church and softball or something like that was all that was going on, and that's what we had happening in the neighborhoods. And and a very handful of us that had a automobile as such. The roads weren't paved and all that. And I have this thing of telling my kids, I'm talking about back in frontier days.
That's the frontier days. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean outhouses and no electricity and things like that.
Oh yeah, I know about that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
That's
Yep.
funny.
You
But
mentioned
I remember back in the day we used to get up on Saturdays on the summertime, and we would clean off. Everybody had white marble steps. We would do the steps. We paint the sidewalk, put flower pots in front of everybody's house, and we used to go to Connie Mack Stadium to the baseball game because the baseball field used to be at 21st and Lehigh. And then they moved it down South Philly, but it used to be at 21st and Lehigh. And we used to go up there to the baseball games on Saturdays.
Wow.
We used to do. That's what we used to do every Saturday. And the men would always take us up there to the games on Saturdays. We used to have a lot of fun.
You guys were,
we had a lot of fun back then.
Okay.
But today you can't have. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep. Back in the day. Look back in the day. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll just say you mentioned softball. That's some of you all have probably seen this on Facebook. We have a cousin up in, I want to say Vermont, maybe. She is the granddaughter of William H. Meekins, Osa's brother, in other words, Osa Meekins' brother. Anyways, her name is Cindy.
Okay.
She is one heck of a
They're in
softball.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay, I knew it was
Rhode
somewhere else.
Island.
Mm.
She is one heck of a softball player. I mean,
Oh yeah.
she is going to go places. I'm gonna tell you, she is a terror. A
Okay.
terror. I mean, I watched her video on her the other day. They threw the first two balls was high. They didn't want to throw the ball to her. So it was, they were down 2 balls to no strike. So they had to throw it in there. She cleaned the bases. And her mom was coming into the parking lot and saw this ball rolling in the tennis lot out there. And it was her daughter's ball. She hit a home run.
Mm. Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
This girl,
Yeah, her
Cindy,
name is Sydney.
Cindy, yeah, Cindy.
Okay.
Sydney. Sydney.
Sitting there, yes.
Yeah,
She
she's
is
tough.
going to go play. I'm trying. Things are so
And she's
happy.
an avid fisherman too.
Yes. She's an athlete like her granddaddy and great granddaddy.
Mm-hmm.
Osa Senior and of course Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
Yeah.
Bill is so happy. I see the joy of that grandfather
Mm-hmm.
he spends with his granddaughter because she's a super athlete. I bet you she's probably the best in the United States at her age and what she does. She is a terror.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, whoop.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yes, she
Really
is.
talented, huh? That's good.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
great.
Okay, moving along. We got a couple of other items. Family reunion update. Is anyone on the call want to give us a brief update on where we are at right now? Perhaps Dereeth?
Hi, family. Sorry I'm joining late. Detrell and I were stuck on another call. She's still on it because she's hosting the Zoom. Family reunion is scheduled for July 31st to August 2nd in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, at the Hawthorne La Quinta Hotel. We are still finalizing the details. The registration packet, we're hoping will go out. If not next week, the week after, definitely within the next week or two, the registration packet will be finalized. What else? We're looking forward to fun and excitement. If you haven't been, please come. It is being hosted by the New York committee, the New York chapter, even though we couldn't have it in New York because of the cost of the hotels and things. But I want New York to come out and what else we got going on? We're in the process of finalizing the banquet right now. What else? If you have family members that haven't been, encourage them to come. We're just looking forward to having a fun, family-filled weekend. We are going to end hopefully Sunday at Linda's church for a Sunday church service, which is something different. And we got some fun and exciting things planned. There's an amusement park on site for the children. Bring your grandchildren, bring your nieces, your nephews, and let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Sounds good to me.
Does anybody that's on the committee, that's on the call, would like to add anything? Patrice, Leslie, Melanie, Gregory?
Doreen, she summed it all up really good. I mean, I don't think I can add anything else.
Fantastic. We're good.
I would say
Thank you.
thank you to Doretha and Detrell for their leadership. I know this has been a tough process, but they're pulling us through, and we're looking forward to the reunion.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Thank you.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna show you a couple of things on the website, and then I'm gonna turn it over to our co-host is in the dock, so we can't turn it over to her. She have to be reassigned to next month. But I want to show you a couple of things on the website. Each month I want to show you something on the website because it's important that you are aware. And again, okay, you see the website?
Yeah.
Okay. What I wanted to make you aware of, because it's a lot of stuff on here. Just the other day, I added down here we have a section for family businesses. If I'm aware that you have a family business, I try to let it be known. And I'll just start down the bottom here, and then I'll go up. Most of these have been here, excuse me, for a while. So I'll just start at the bottom. This is the young lady that was at our last reunion. And this is her book, Tanya McNair in Williamsburg. And this is Marsha Meekins, who's a longtime flutist here in the Richmond area. Very extremely talented lady. And our cousin out in Denver, Jediah Harris, who will be participating, at last I heard, with our family reunion, one of our workshops. I think that's still the case. She's a very multi-talented young lady, and she'll be coming in from Denver, as far as I know, for the family reunion. And this is Nakia Meekins and Tony's business out in Arizona. And our cousin Karen, Dr. Karen C. Woodson in Upper Marlboro, Bowie, Maryland. This is her. She's retired, and she has her own business now. And she's getting involved in social events too. I've noticed her down at the White House here recently, outside the White House. And this is a young lady, I ran across her doing my research. She is a family member. She that probably doesn't know who we are, but anyway, she is she's appears to be a high-end photographer for weddings and stuff. And when I say high-end, it sounds like it's high-end. And this is a business here by the Woodsons up in Clarion. This is David Woodson Sr.'s daughter and wife and daughter's business. This is there. I put this there so that hopefully you'll be able to that you'll think about them whenever you want to do some business. Our cousins down in Virginia, down 757 area. I'm not sure. I think she's in the Williamsburg area, I believe. This is our cousin Kimberly Watson. She has this business here. What is this? Cakes. That's what it is. That's what she does. Jewel, this is her book. She has something else good happened to her. I just haven't put it on the website. I'll have it on the website by next month. And this is our cousin Tony, her book. A few years ago, she gave copies of that book away to recipients of our scholarship fund. Our cousin here in Virginia, Casey Cummins, she has a creative, I'm not sure what this is, creative affairs. Oh, sponsors graduations, not sponsors, but I guess decorations. Looks like decorations for those kinds of affairs. This is the birthday guy, our oldest grandson today. This is his business on John Mel on YouTube. Your kids, your grandchildren, they will love this, and so that's his business right there. And you can easily just click on there and go directly to his site. So, and this is our cousin up in New York, Dakaya, Doretha's daughter. I have her business located here. This has been here since 2022. A very bright young lady. Real happy about her. And this is our cousin's Rhonda's business over in Philadelphia. And this is Desmond Glover's business, and he's, I guess, a realtor. He is the son of
Don Meekins.
Don Michelle Meekins.
Yes.
From Bubba's neck of the wood, who now lives in Upper Marlboro.
And that's what I thought that. That's her son.
Right, that's her son.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's her son. And matter of fact, he finished New Kent High School. They lived in New Kent during his high school years.
Okay.
He has one sister. I can't think of her name right offhand. Yes, I haven't seen him in years.
Yep. So I have that there. And this is what I just added yesterday. This young lady here, Alexis Limes, she's now Alexis Limes Gupta. She married Dr. Gupta, and she's into dermatology. And this is where she's located. And she's out in these places probably ring a bell to Doretha, maybe. Babylon, New York, Deer Park, New York, Garden City, New York. But if you need a dermatologist, that's where she is. 10 years ago, what I'm most proud of is she is a recipient of our scholarship award.
Okay.
And she is the granddaughter of Francis Lemons Watkins, who unfortunately passed away around Christmas time or just before Christmas.
And you said she lives in Long Island?
The business here says says excuse me, Babylon, New York. Is that
That's Suffolk.
Yeah, and it's in Deer Park.
That's
These
Suffolk.
are the different offices, Deer Park and then Garden City.
Oh, Garden City is near me.
Yeah.
So she must be, she lives out in, she must live someplace in Long Island.
I'm guessing, just guessing. I don't have her, since she got married, I don't have her new address.
Oh, okay.
But 10 years ago, she received a scholarship award from us.
Okay.
So I put this on there a couple of days ago, or yesterday, actually. So I want you to see that. And there was something else on here I wanted to show you. The business tab, the miscellaneous tab. We have every once in a while I throw some pictures in here where it says family pictures. I just if I run across a picture I like, I just put it here. Um, and this is, some of y'all might have seen this in social media. This is Osabel's and Ellen Lawrence Meekins' um, children. Um, and this is Greg's mom right here.
Mm-hmm.
I I call her, I put a picture on her on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, I've seen
Sweetheart,
it. That birthday picture.
sweetheart of the day. Yeah, I love to see her. I always remember that smile, and what a wonderful, wonderful person that she was. And the bark didn't fall far from the tree. And then this is say that again? Okay. And the family I just talked about, the young lady who's a dermatologist, this is her right here, and her husband, Dr. Gupta. And this is taken this past Christmas after Francis passed away. And you can see up here Lemon Watkins family. And they live in Brooklyn. They've been in Brooklyn. Most of these people were born in Brooklyn because Francis moved away from New Kent at an early age, probably, I think, right after high school. And she never came back. So she married a guy by the name of Watkins, and this is her family, her children, grandchildren. Um, this young man right here is in college right now, very, very smart. This is his sister. I think she's probably a junior in high school. Very, very smart also. So, and it's another one. There's been two recipients from this picture here, scholarship awards. So this one and see, they changed, and I can't remember, I have no idea what they look like right now. I know it was her, and I don't know, maybe this one right here. But anyway, it was two of them. So anyway, so that was that. This was there was a guy on the call here about 4 or 5 months ago, and um, no, that's different guy. But anyway, this is one of the Morris sisters from down in New Kent. Just miscellaneous pictures that I put on here. And look at that beautiful picture right there. Laura can't see it, but this is your daughter, Danielle. Excuse me.
Okay.
It's a beautiful black and white picture of her. And
Okay.
this is my uncle, Benjamin Theodore Meekins. He was my father figure growing up here in Richmond because my parents were separated when I was 5 years old. But he was a left-handed guy. He could work on anything. He was a mechanic. He was a long-distance truck driver. He liked to shoot dice. He was just he was
From them bones.
he was he was
Maybe
quite
need a
he was quite an uncle. Again, he was my
new
father figure growing up, and I've always been indebted to him. And this is Morgan's picture that David Allen Barker put out recently. And Tyler Moon Rogers, this is the young lady out, the daughter of Mallory, what is Mallory? Boykins out on the West Coast. This is her daughter. We got family members. This is Makisha, of course.
I was about to say that looked like my daughter.
Yeah, this is one of Wayne Ochen's daughter, Rochelle. She lives up in Maryland. And that's another one of my favorite cousins, Walisha.
Felicia. Hi, Juan.
And this is a picture of my wife and our two sons. This was taken at a family reunion. I think this was, family reunion 2004. And for those you know, this is my late son who passed away 10 and a half years ago. This is okay. This is the guy I said was on the call here about 5 or 6 months ago from Albuquerque. He was trying to find his family. He knew about us. Uh, this is his mother, if I remember correctly, because his mother and grandmother had the same names. I get them confused. So he sent me this picture because I didn't have a really good picture of her. And I remember his mom and his grandmother because they were original members of our chapter here in Virginia. So
Oh, okay.
and got to I had a nice chat with him on this call, and we exchanged some information since then. This is a lovely picture of the two Barker sisters, and our and the trail that was taken last year. Virginia, I believe, just had a birthday this month. I want to say early this month. So she's one. I think she's 72 or 73, and she certainly doesn't look it. And this is Johnny and Johnny Meekins. We call it, yeah, Johnny. Robert, they call him Uncle Bunny, is understandably so they had nicknames for their aunts and uncles like Aunt Minnie, Cleveland. Great. I kind of wish I had grown up in that atmosphere up there. And this is Marla D. Woodson. That's Paul Woodson's daughter, oldest daughter. She got married last year. This is Courtney Jones, of course, from down in Chickahoma area. And again, my Uncle Theodore again rode motorcycles. I told you he did everything. This picture was taken down in Providence Forge, Virginia, at one of our
Okay.
houses. I know the background very well. I think there was a well there. I think that's where that little house is. So this is just some of Benjamin Robinson Jr. supports us a lot. He lives in Oxon Hill, Maryland. This is my youngest grandson and a member of our DC chapter committee. This is Boo Boo. We call her Boo Boo. Geneva Williams. We're about the same age. We grew up in the same area of New Kent. If you ever go to Ebenezer Baptist Church, she's always there. She's an usher, and everybody knows Boo Boo. And of course, this beautiful picture here of these wonderful sisters up in New York. The good Lord made them. Boy, I tell you, they're the greatest sisters alive. There's no doubt about it. Love they show for one another, and it's passed along, to Kaya here, who, of course, this is her mom also. They set examples for her, and we know who that young man is. And I love that hat. And I think that picture was taken in my backyard last summer.
Yes, it was.
I think so. And then of course Journey and Leela Pearl. Anyway, it's just this was taken. This is at Ebenezer Baptist Church. I'm not sure what year that was, but I think I got the right name, Clarence Johnson. And of course, my sister on the right there, Melanie's mother, and my mother's on the left side there in the red burgundy dress. I want to say, well, it had to have been in the 90s. And that was one of the times when the Meekins up there in South Jersey said, we're going to go south and reconnect with our family members in New Kent. And because of that, this is in general, this is one of the reasons we know one another now. And there's some more pictures of the family. And this is my aunt, my mother's sister, Irene Meekins person, in China, out in California, the real estate person, Chris Drew Bay. And this is the Meekins Shields family from DC and the Maryland suburbs. So that's just a few of the pictures. And this is the young lady that I was telling you about that we gave the money to, and then she $400. She got a laptop. And this was at the family reunion, and she performed for her. This is where this picture was taken in New Jersey. And I haven't seen her in a while, so I don't know how she's doing because she lost her mom since then. And this is mother and daughter, Renee, and we got some of us got to know Renee in Williamsburg. She's quite a young lady. Really like her. And Joan and Veronica and Zariah Fortune. She's in college, I want to say in Atlanta right now, second year right now. And this is one of my favorites, Juanita Louise Chin. So anyway, and these are her girls right here, her children. Crystal and Anissa. So in a nutshell, well, I could just tell you so sure. Oh, look at Angela Fruquan, and then Annabelle Ellis. You can see I got an awful lot of pictures. And then who is this young lady right here? And that little baby that's sleeping away. And look at that. Angela looks so churchified. And Robert's sitting over here looking like he's asleep.
He sure does.
I don't know if that was a business meeting. My speech was so
boring.
Now we were talking earlier about Sydney. Anyway, the young lady. So, yeah, this is right here. William H. That's her grandfather, son of Osa, and this was him as a football player. So he goes back. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. That's why she's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So father, Preston Sr. and Preston II. And of course, this is Carissa. She's the mother of the softball player. And of course, we know this sweet lady here, Alice, and then Brian and Michaela. Just a bunch of pictures. So I'll stop sharing now. And but please get family members to go to our website and learn. I tried when I put pictures on, whenever I put pictures on there, I tried to link them to one of the 6 days that we have in our family reunion, whatever you call it. Anyway, because I'm trying to share the knowledge that we have that I've found in our genealogy research. So, and by the way, when family reunion, I'm going to be talking about some genealogy. I'm not going to be talking about what happened back in 1800s and stuff like that. As I said earlier, I'm not a genealogist, but I will share with you what I know, and I'll try to make you aware of how you can go about doing some research on your own. Or if you have questions, come to me and I'll do my best to help you. As of today, we have 9,300 some names in our database and about almost 5,000 pictures associated with those family members. That's a lot. That's a lot of pictures. And I put those pictures there over the last 4 or 5 years. So, and I'm always putting pictures there. I see something that looks nice, I put it there. Because genealogists around the world will be able to see this. Be as long as we pay our bill, they'll always have access to it. So that's all I have. I just want each month now I'm gonna show you something. So I hope you don't mind me just doing that. But that's all I have right now. Any questions? I'm gonna turn the floor. Oh, that's right. I can't do that. Forget it.
No,
Well, as
still in the dark.
Yeah, you want to say something though?
I don't know what to say.
About anything.
I wish my power would come back on.
We can't help
No,
you with
that's
that.
right.
Okay. Being that we got a few minutes, since we won't have a co-host show tonight, does anyone have anything they would like to talk about before we leave? I'm opening up the floor.
I was thinking that being we're having the reunion up there in New Jersey, Mount Laurel.
Yes.
It's not too far from Philly, right?
Right.
Okay, we have so many meetings up in the Philadelphia area, up in New Jersey, Patterson, and those places and all. I'm going to try to reach out to some of the people that I haven't talked to in a while and just spread the word more that we will be in the neighborhood. at
10
least try.
miles from Philly, brother.
How many miles? 10.
10 miles.
That's what I mean. And my youngest son lives in South Philly. So
Lives
I mean,
where?
Really?
yes,
Lives where?
Mm.
in South Philly.
South Philly.
Oh, South Philly?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and not only that, I know some business people up in that area of Philadelphia and all. I haven't seen and if I say decades, I'm not talking about years. I'm talking about decades. So it'll be for me like a homecoming, even though it's
Yeah.
up in that area. And I'm just going to try to reach out to people that I know that left the Chickahominy area, who moved up there over the years, and try to tell them, I say, look, we're going to have your distant cousins and everybody else up there. Try to at least meet us somewhere, or come on by, or do something. I mean, this is home. Have a homecoming up there, you know.
Yes.
You know, I had a lot when they used to give us the yellow pages, the phone book was a lot of Meekins, and I used to call them, and they would say, "Well, like I don't call me no more." I'm like, not a problem, but a lot of them don't want to be bothered. But you can keep trying.
You know
We
something.
can keep trying. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because even in my family down here in Virginia, there's some people I don't know what they're caught up in, but I'm just gonna let them know that this is more important about the kids and not us adults as we get older.
Right.
It's really bad when you go to colleges or trade schools and you're sitting in a room with somebody that's your distant cousin and you don't know it.
Yeah, you don't know.
And just like Mary Jones told me one time, if you don't know, you don't know. But you feel educated when you do know.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and that makes you closer, and it opens up. You about your family, they can tell you about their family, and so when we start going back, and what Jimmy is talking about, genealogy. Then going back to the past. And then bring it up to present, and it makes you feel so good.
It does.
So reaching out. I mean, sometimes we got to educate our own people about being educated. It's not about them anymore. It's about them, like Jimmy and them said, the scholarships with the kids and everybody else who is pushing on in life. And everybody should be proud about the name Meekins, however it's connected in their families. Coles, Lemon,
Right.
That's right.
Dress, and there's just so many talented people in our family.
That's true.
Whether they up north, and we got them not just in this nation, around the world. Like Jim and I, of the others who have served in the military, man, run up on a Meekins that got a uniform on, and you see the name on that chest there, it do something to you.
It does. It does.
Because I got pictures of my daughter along with her cousins and all in uniform, hugging and embracing each other. That's more important to them than one of the pins you put up on your chest.
Yeah.
That's true.
It makes you throw that chest out and feel super proud. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking too much now. I'll give somebody else.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Talking good stuff, though, brother.
But you touched on something. I remember, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, I had a reason to call Leela Pearl Meekins. And she was still in the Air Force then. And she was going to help us with some family union business. And she answered the phone, Sergeant Meekins. And the name Sergeant Meekins, it meant so much to me. It meant, because if you've been in the military, you don't run across anybody named Meekins. You just don't. You just don't.
Right.
And I felt so, I was so thrilled to hear her say Sergeant Meekins. So yeah, I understand. I understand. Absolutely. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to comment on? Anything? Any questions about the upcoming family reunion? As Doris said, we'll have more information as we go along. And if you have any questions, their names will be on the registration package that's coming out. And
well, you know what? I want to say this. Sorry, Jimmy, for cutting you off. But I just want to say, when my Uncle Shuggy, who lived out West Philly, he got a letter from Lucille Jefferson in New Kent. He sent the letter to me. That's how I met Laura. And that's how I got in touch with the family. Wow. I came to Richmond, Virginia, and came to Laura's house. When I walked up on this, she told me I looked like her mother.
wow.
And I mean, it was just, it was so, to me, it was like so, I felt good meeting family. Mm-hmm. Because when my grandfather came up here in 1921, came to Philadelphia, he never talked about his family. He just cut all ties with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it felt good to be able to know my family. It really did. Because when I came there, I met Mary Crump. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I said, well, my grandfather was Walter Crump. She said, no, his name was Wilton. She said, and he changed his name. He changed his name from Wilton to Walter. And I was like, huh? But he did. And he cut all ties with them because his mother died. Laura died when he was 4. Collier died when he was 2. Because I found that out doing a little bit of research that I did. Collier was killed. He used to work in the coal mines. And he was killed in the coal mines. And then his mother died. And he was with her sister, Princetta. And then they put him in a reform school. And I couldn't find out why. Because I asked Eldonia, who was her daughter. She said, we don't talk about that. So I could never find out why. And Laura said a lot of things they don't talk about. I said, well, what did he do? She said, I don't know. She said, I don't know what he did, but he moved to Washington, D.C., where his wife was in a boarding school. And my Uncle George, the oldest, was born in 1914. Then they went back to, where's their father? They were from, now I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue, too. They went back there to another part of Virginia where her family was from. And my Aunt Annetta and my Uncle Shuggy were born in that part of Virginia. I can't remember anyway. But then they came to Philadelphia. But I'm just saying, but it's good to know family. You never know who your family is, and that's, like you say, you could be sitting in a room with somebody in your family, you don't even know they're related to you.
Yeah.
So those are things that are really important, that we know our family. Because my niece and you talking about, all of them, like my grandfather's sister, Anna Crump Carter. She died in 1979. But I knew all the family because we used to go around them. My grandfather would take us around his sisters. And, because Mary and Martha were twins. But I think Mary was up. I think Martha stayed in Virginia. But it was like, and his sister Hattie was up here. And Anna Hattie was blind. But I met her son, but I don't know what happened to her daughter or her granddaughter. She moved and changed her phone number. I don't know how to get in touch with her anymore. We used to go places together. But I don't know where she is now. She hasn't called me, so I don't know. But it's good to know family.
I know you have tried a lot in the past to get your immediate family members to get involved, attend functions, et cetera, et cetera. I'm sure you will try to, being that we'll be in
I'm gonna try again this year. I'm gonna try, this year to see if they come down.
On the screen there, I forgot to add this. I got a spotlight section in here, and I forgot to show this to you. I found out about this young man. His grandfather and I were really close when I was living here in Virginia. This is his grandson here. Nicholas was inducted to the National Juniors Society. National Juniors. I guess honor. I left out the word honor.
Honor Society.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and fix that. See, when I read my own stuff, I find out when I've left out something. And this happened this week. Real happy for this kid. I guess you can tell which one is him here.
Yeah, which one?
But one side of his family is on the Winfrey side, and the other side of his family is on the Meekins side. As you can see, Louise Meekins. Louise lived to be a long time. She just passed away for the last 2 years in her 90s. But yeah, it's interesting. You can easily spot which one is his. Oh, here's another one I forgot to show you. I should have shown you this a few months ago. This is up in Greg's neighborhood.
Oh, Burlington Township, yeah.
Yeah, Baron Davis committed to Virginia State in football.
Yeah.
I forgot to show you. I forgot to show you guys that. But obviously he must have been one heck of a football player.
Yeah.
And he's the son of Letitia Brewer Davis, who lives there, and grandson of Robin Shields Daniels, and great-great-grandson of Delilah Makins. So I forgot to show you that. Next month I'm gonna add another one for Jewel. Her name is Jewel, whatever her name is. Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to share this with him, with you all. That's great. He's 11 years old, and I can't believe he's grown so fast. I can't believe his daddy, Maurice, grew so fast. I mean, it's just amazing. I guess I'm getting up there in age. Okay, that's all the pictures I want to show you. Does anybody have anything else? Madam Detrail, you have anything to say?
Good evening, everyone. I got held hostage at another meeting. Gee whiz. Meeting turned into a 2.5 hour meeting, church folks.
Wow.
The reef got slick and she just left me. But I'm happy to see everybody. And I'm definitely looking forward to the reunion. Laura, whatever you can do to try to get more people to come up since we're gonna be in the area.
Try.
You know, we're doing things a little differently this year, you know. Maybe they want to come out and meet some family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna work on them. I'm gonna work on them.
Okay.
I do the best that I can. You know.
I
I'm
know.
gonna try to get them. Get some family members to come down. Yes, I will. I'll do my best.
And thank you. And Jimmy, it's funny that you highlighted a Carter because I had been hearing rumors about my Aunt Flo being raised by the Carter side of the family, and I never knew anything about it. And I don't know if Arib knows anything about that, but Aunt Flo's son Curtis always tells me that he'll fill me in, but I don't know the Carter side. I don't even know how. Until tonight, I didn't know how we were connected.
Oh.
No, you're gonna have to get that from him because I don't
Okay.
have that information.
Okay.
You know who might also know? Michelle Woodson.
I can't have a rational conversation with my aunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she goes on too many tangents. So
Mm.
yeah.
She has an extremely long memory.
Yeah.
Where, you know,
I'm fine, y'all. I'm gonna
yeah.
try to see if I can get them to come too.
Oh, yes, please.
Mhm.
Because if I get there, I get a chance to see them. I haven't seen them. I don't know what year was the last time Aunt Flo was still living. Yeah, she had come to the house. And her and her son had came. I think was one of her daughters with her. I wasn't sure, but it was so good to see them because I hadn't seen them in decades.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When you finish, I want to ask Jimmy a question. Jimmy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see the girl Daia Neal? Did you see her? Her picture? She has on a pink outfit. She has on a pink. I brought the pictures up. My computer is still acting stupid, but Daia, that's Jordy's daughter. Daia Neal.
Okay, okay.
That's my brother. She has on a pink outfit. She has all this makeup on her face. So she always, Daia D. Neal. That's my brother's. That's Georgie's daughter.
So that's
But
on
she lives in
your,
Atlanta.
that's on
My
your
brother's
Facebook.
daughter. She lives in Atlanta.
You saying that picture's on your Facebook page? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
You
okay.
know the Cold Lemons Meekins page is on there. I pulled it up. And
Okay. All right.
Yasmin Goodwin is Yasmin is Anna Crump's Carter great granddaughter. Yasmin
Oh,
Goodwin. She's Muslim, but that's her great granddaughter. Yeah.
okay. All right. Does anybody else have
But
anything
anyway.
before we sign off?
No, sir.
If not, I want to wish for those of you who are celebrating the holidays, to have a good, safe holiday. I guess Palm Sunday is a couple of days from now, and then Easter is the following Sunday. Me personally, I'm looking forward to my niece who's was on the call a little bit earlier. Like she dropped off, coming up from Charlotte, and I guess my daughter will
Okay.
be here, will be coming down to Richmond. Um, uh, um, for the holiday, and because I know they're gonna plan an Easter egg hunt. That's a memory of my aunt Laura Meekins Miles, who always had a Easter egg hunt for them when they were little kids.
Mm.
So now they continue to do the same thing for other kids in the family. So we're looking forward to that in the next 10 days. So have a wonderful holiday and have a
Thank
safe
you.
and
Everyone do the same.
Yeah,
thank you so
Thank you
thank you so
too.
much for joining us. Okay.
All righty.
You're
Have a good
welcome. All right.
evening.
Good
Take
night.
care.
Have a
Be
happy
Good night,
safe.
holiday,
everybody.
everybody.
Good
Everybody
night,
be
everybody.
safe.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay.
Oh, bless